that's what they wanted. That's
all right, and we are running with the ban and pick tablet this week, which is super cool.
Yep.
Looks like they're running their bans right now. Looks like we're starting on Smashville. That is super cool. This is slick, Alma. This is cool.
It's clean, and it also is just I like that it's forcing players to big stages more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though, like, you know, I'm guilty of just gentlemaning every set, but
me too. But
I really like it when players are like doing everything they can to put themselves ahead and getting the round one. It's important. That's game one.
That sets the tone for the whole tournament. You have to.
That sets the tone for the set. If you win game one and it's close and you edge it out because of the stage advantage, then of course
was that?
His whips.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways. Got to get Dano over to player one.
Benji in chat.
The boy Benji. Mudomo not here, Tip's not here. I know it's finals weekend, but we miss you all. Right. Here we go. Starting it up. Slick graphics coming on out. All right, started on Smashville. Some may say it's an advantage for Schlime.
Yeah.
Home field.
He's home field, but
home field advantage. And the projectiles are flying.
They're flying. Both characters are just going to look to zone, get some straight hits.
Yeah, they're
build up damage.
Yeah, they're both going to be looking to zone until they get that one connection that's going to lead to a little more brawling.
Yep. And there's a lot on both sides to kind of handle. You can't just sit idly and throw your own projectiles. You actually have to actively move and get around your opponent. So it's, in a way, it's really interactive in a way that's just from afar. You know, it's not one person getting around. It's both players getting around and firing back all at the same time.
Absolutely. It's going to be interesting to see because, I mean, we've already seen Schlime like that use his pocket to kind of nullify some of Dano's cans. And that's going to honestly play a huge role in his success in this matchup. That's his third one. He's already snagged this game, so he's very aware of it, which is a good thing.
Yeah, very interestingly, both characters have ways to set up traps and make it really hard to get back from the ledge.
Oh yeah,
Villager with the tree, his rockets and all that.
Tree, the rockets, the bowling ball,
and then Duckup's got the can and the
down that.
Yeah,
whatever that is, the down B.
Yeah, the can, the cowboy, and what is the frisbee?
The frisbee. Yeah, the clay target. Alrighty, the berry to the F smash. Gonna take stock number one. Stock one going to Schlime.
Yeah.
We'll see how Dano plays this out.
And this is where you really want to build that lead in a matchup like this, where you just want to build up damage as much as you can, so the next kill comes faster for you.
If you have to, what's the phrase? Was it nickel and dime it? You just gotta take some here and there. You do that.
So long as you aren't dying, you're fine just racking up damage and racking up percent and putting yourself in a better position to win.
That was interesting. I don't know if you saw there the Lloyd rocket stalled the clay target and then he pocketed it. We love you too, Benji. Miss you. Anyways, back to the game.
Yep.
Schlime building up a true lead here. They say that once you build up 40% on that stock is when you have your air quote true lead. But since then, Dano's been clapping back, so he's
barely living off that can.
Both players really making their presence known with everything they got in.
Yep.
Definitely, Dano's struggling to close out this stock just a little bit, but the Villager's kind of he's a slippery character. He's hard to grab a hold of.
And I think the pocket and the way his projectiles interact are just allow for a little bit better zone breaking too.
Yeah, and the zoning tools that are the bread and butter for Villager, in my opinion, are a little more aggro because they're like advancing. You got the rocket and then you got the fair, and you're constantly like advancing towards them. Whereas Dano's like actively setting up traps, so it's tough. Hey, Schlime taking that stock as well, taking a commanding hold on this game. Great use of the pocket, letting him know that he can't use that can whatsoever.
And desperately needs to just get that one final hit.
And there it is.
Gotta secure it.
Commentator's blessing.
Putting him within the striking distance. And as this game has gone on, Schlime has done a better and better job of really utilizing that pocket.
Absolutely.
It was, you know, every once in a while he's pocketing, you know, stock 1, but just about now he's pocketing. He always has something in his pockets.
Dano going for that down air. Dano playing a little more calm now, kind of, you know, breathing a sigh of relief having closed out that stock, because everybody starts to get a little choked up when you're getting into the 190, 200s and you haven't closed yet.
Yep. You gotta stay really calm and not try to swing. Just be fine. If you're gonna have to rack up damage, you're gonna have to rack up damage.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do. But, you know, playing a lot more calm now. I think it was just that the fact that he couldn't close that first one was probably getting to him a little bit.
He's done a pretty good job of pulling this one back so far.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, 100% on Schlime. That's definitely something you can play with. 114 now, and he can close that out here shortly. Only 60% lead. That's nothing, you know. Some of Duck Hunt's conversions and combos are kind of insane.
Especially as someone, you know, who's a specialist of the character too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So just have to see if he can, in fact, though, close out this last stock and get into that last stock situation. And I think he will upload this one, Leezy. I don't know. Regardless how this game goes, I suspect a lot of adaptation for Game 2.
For sure.
Regardless how well you know it, the Villager matchup's a little funky, but hey, there we go, closing out that stock.
Yep.
What was once almost, you know, a 3-stock game, you know, it's brought back 75%.
Yep. Really, really good poise coming out from Dano, just to slow it down, realize I'm still in this.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Absolutely. He's taking a breath. I feel like Villager's kit kind of almost makes you want to engage because you think that might be your best route of avoiding it. But just like that, Dano's taking the lead.
Yep, maintaining center stage very well so far.
Absolutely. Stage control is pivotal, especially when you're in a bit of a zoning match like this.
Yep, and now he's taking the lead too.
Heavy lead too. Both of them out though, I would say at kill percent with a few of Villager's tools, but Dano definitely closes out with just one smash attack if he's able to find an opening. Oh, okay. So the pocket coming back to bite him in the butt just a little bit.
Dano making that full comeback from the 3 stocks to 1 deficit to pull out that game 1.
And that's the experience shining through, you know, the adaptation, the patience. You kind of saw the whole spectrum of the Smash player's mindset, which were a little panicked, then to the calm, and taking control.
Yep.
He did a really good job, and we'll see now how Schlime will adapt to the second game, knowing that, you know, he happened to drop the lead that game, and we'll see how he handles the next one.
Banning out the Kalos and the Town and City, both of the bigger stages.
Yeah. Good. Get Kalos out of there. We'll see what Schlime picks.
Stano the Dano. I like that.
Easy's digging the new interface, as are we all. All right, FD. Oh, boy. They're going to be slinging projectiles left and right. Alrighty, FD, nowhere to hide. Let's see what we got. You know, this should play in both their favor. I'm wondering if Schlime's thinking that he's going to lock him down a little easier because he won't have the platforms to escape.
I do like it for Villager because his setup isn't as stagnant as Duck Hunt's, because Duck Hunt can like throw the can on top on like say a smashable platform, and then it's really hard because you cover the platform and you cover the ground with your frisbee. But FD, there's only one way to go.
Yep, and I feel like too oh wow, that was nice. Dark times have fallen upon us.
So far, Dano building up the lead.
Anyways, what I was going to say is I think that, I think, and I don't know for sure, I think the thought process might be, oh, there goes Law.
Adios, chat.
I'll be by myself. Well, then I'll just talk to the chat. Well, I was thinking, and correct me if I'm wrong, having the bread and butter setup of the Lloyd rocket to the fair kind of, and no platforms, gives him no room to really escape, or he can double jump over, and, you know, putting himself in kind of in a bad position. And that's just my thought process. I don't know for sure if that's the pick here for FD, if that's why. But Dano doing a really good job of making sure that he doesn't find himself in a similar situation as last game, keeping him nice and spaced out while racking up damage. He looks like he's definitely taking the nickel and dime approach this time and not going for any crazy aggro game enders. Which is, sometimes you need that because what it does is it chips away at the mentality, and not as well as the percent, but chipping away the mentality sometimes does more than actually chipping away at the player in game. Dano doing a really good job of keeping Schlime walled out. He, Lisa's saying this neutral isn't working. Yeah, it's not really going in his favor. I think he's got to hit him with a few matchups. He's kind of seeing through his classic setup, and he's kind of firing right back at him. Wow, the double can conversion. Hey, what's up, Senpai? We were able to catch the... Oh, not closing it out. But it's shaping up like a possible 3-stock for Dano. We'll see. You never know. You can never count anybody out. This game is a highly unpredictable game. And
definitely not.
They're both good players, and you can never count somebody out.
Villager, though, that's a rare one.
Yeah, you don't see it too often.
I know. Yeah, there it is.
And the back air closing it out. I don't know if you happened to catch the first game, but it was in Dano got put into a situation where he was about to get 3-stocked by Schlime, and then because he was playing super aggro, he was kind of playing into the projectiles, and then he sat back and he adjusted. He sat there and he took a breath,
right, and
he adjusted. And then that game, he played the entire game like that, and then he saw the result.
That's what's up.
I'm gonna scoot in a little.
Yeah, it's up. Oh, what's up, Tips? It's a fun bracket today, but it's like we don't have any of our heavy hitters for the most part. I don't know who number 1 seed is.
I'm guessing Pure Soul?
I'm going to guess Pure Soul if you...
Hey, Alma. Oh, he gone.
He's busy.